Gotta put the kufi on, put the habibi on. Gotta get straight to it today. On my militant shits. What's goody, what's goody? It's hot, boy. These lights get hard to deal with. Shit get hot. On my militant shit. I'm on my militant shit. Got my fatigues on. I'm on my militant shit. Brown light always go better with the skin tone. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your boy Big Cat, man. We're gonna talk about gun control and how gun control is an inner city / black problem. We're gonna talk about the infatuation with gangsterism in the black community. And I'm gonna give my opinion on why I feel that is. And how most of that gangster shit is rooted in some sissy ass, single mama raised ass bullshit. Niggas is not gangsters, man. It's a lot of fake ass pussy niggas with guns in the black community. And they think they tough, man. They think they can terrorize the community with impunity with the no snitch policy and all this negative degeneracy that's being pushed by the left. But I'm gonna tell you right now, man, most of these niggas that's out here causing all this mayhem in the community, these shooter ass niggas, man, they hoes. You dig, nigga? They getting in prison, man. These niggas ain't no real niggas. Would never fight a real man. Would never get no type of conflict with a real man with these fists. You know what I'm saying? They ready to shoot, ready to kill. I just want to talk about that. You know, the Julio Fulio shit, that culture, with the video coming out and all the people that set him up. You know, I just want to talk about that. Controls that. You know what I'm saying? Julio. Just that, you know, like I said, just that culture. You know what I'm saying? These little scrawny ass pipsqueak niggas with guns in the black community. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like gun control is a real big issue in the black community and in the inner cities. Other than that, man, nobody really has a lot of issues with guns, man. You know, we have the mass shootings every blue moon in America, but like I said, I got a few things that can validate what we have been talking about. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Age adjusted rates firearm homicide. Yeah, man, y'all can check out the statistics right here. Let me go turn this camera around. Y'all can see that. I'm gonna do the wide rotation is wide rotation. Thank you. Let y'all take a look at this. homicide by race, and the deaths per 100,000 standard population. So as you can see, man, the black male, black or African American, per 100,000 is over 50 deaths per 100,000 standard population. That's black males, and black females is obviously lower, but around that same, 10. They're still the highest, relatively one of the highest murder rates in America. The male, as you can see right there on the left side of the graph, the big ass line is higher than everybody else's, is the black or African American death per 100,000 standard population, man. So in America, we're a little bit over 50 deaths per 100,000 population for the black male. For the females, a little bit under 10. So, we're talking about just simple statistics. So let's say 52.9. Yeah, man, us as black people, we are 14 times more likely to be involved with gun violence, is what I'm getting at. 14 times more likely to be involved in victims of gun violence than the average population of Americans. So, like I said, black people are obviously, we know this, we're disproportionately affected by gun violence in the black community. And to me, it's the reason behind this is a black issue. It's black hatred, black genocide, self-hatred. That is the real root cause of the issues stemming with gun violence in the black communities and in the inner cities. So that's one of my biggest issues that I go back and forth with. Is that gun control, like I said, it's an inner city black problem. It's an inner city black problem. Goddamn fly flying in this bitch. But yeah, my biggest thing is the infatuation with guns and gangsterism in the black community. We got the hip hop community, we got all these outside influences that are, in these subcultures, and obviously a lot of folks being born in poverty creates this generation of ghetto babies who, like I said, man, a lot of their emotions and mindset is always set off of money, low vibrational things, disrespect, sets, gangsters, hoods, bitches, just low vibrational things to run the black community, and that cause and jump off a lot of these issues that plague the black community with gun violence. So that's one of my big things is niggas always act tough with guns. I just want to just break it down how I feel like as a black man in America, how I feel and what I see. And how niggas really ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like people in the black community, these niggas that's really out here with these choppers and switches and glocks and all this shit and creating mayhem in the black community, they really are pussy cowards, bro. Like, how much of a man does it take to pull a trigger? Like, how tough do you got to be to pull a trigger on somebody? Especially unarmed or get a drop on a nigga, get up and spray and spin on a nigga. How much balls does it really take and manhood does it really take to do shit like that? That I just don't get the infatuation. What's up, man? Hit that like button. I just don't see the infatuation with black folks and guns. That's just my thing in America. Like, if you just look at these niggas, like, I'm gonna use it as a perfect example of Julio and the, what's the other rapper? Jacksonville rapper. I can't remember that nigga name. My fucking mind's going blank right now. The nigga that supposed to have been involved with Julio, Fulio, Young and Ace. Young and Ace. Like these niggas these niggas is, look at these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas is punk ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like niggas like Young and Ace, motherfucking all these niggas for real. It's like these niggas is not tough guys, but all these black folks in America, all these black men in America want to use guns as a tool to feel tough. They feel like they got some type of power or some type of control over shit, man. They really are scared. It really kids crying out for help, if you ask me, man. They children out here crying out for help. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of ways, you know, a gun is a quick fix. It's a way to which I don't gotta be a man and be diplomatic, talk things out. Actually, you know, hold a conversation and use my intelligence. You know, that's manhood. You know, that's real manhood right there. Like being able to talk it out where it doesn't involve, you know, your emotions leading you down a path of no return. So when people talk about gun reform and gun control, man, I feel like a lot of us, we got to look within. You know, like, we really got to look within as a people, as a black culture in America. Like we really got to self-reflect and look within, man. A lot of this shit is wild as hell. The shit that we push, all this drill music, drill culture. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of shit that they push out here, man, for the consumption of the youth. It's really, like I said, it's destructive as hell. You know, it's destructive as hell, man, and it's cowardice, man. Like I said, we built a whole subculture of living like pussies, man. Switches are like turning handguns, automatic machine guns. Everything is just one step away from violence in the black community. It's volatile as hell. Black community is volatile as hell, man. And like I said, we got nobody to think or to look at but ourselves, man. We got to fix our own problems. And like I said, gun control, they love to talk about gun control, but it's an inner city black issue. You know what I'm saying? With guns in America, the issues with guns in America is the inner city black issue. When we're so disproportionately affected by guns, it's not a mass. I see firearm homicide. Right here, February 12, 2024, black Americans account for 60% of firearm homicides. I'm gonna say that again. Black Americans, this is the GRIO. I'm gonna go ahead and accept their information as having some type of standard of truth. The Brady Center to Prevent Gun Violence analyzed firearm mortality data from the CDC, February 12, 2024. Black people continue to be disproportionately affected by gun violence as they account for 60% of all firearm homicides, yet make up just 14% of the population according to new study. So yeah, average firearm mortality homicide rate for black people of all ages was 21.05 per 100,000 compared with 1.93 per 100,000 for non-Hispanic white people. So like I said, we 20 times more likely to be killed by gun violence. Largest disparity was in the 18 to 24 age group, where black people had a firearm mortality rate of 58.78 per 100,000 people compared to 3.1 per 100,000 for white people. So these figures are staggering, man. These figures are like I said, they speak for themselves. They really do, man. 60%. So we're talking about, and that's what I say when we hear these whole ass liberals and shit like that talk about taking guns and every time they want to gaslight folks, we're talking about mass shootings. But the biggest proportion of gun violence, of murderous gun violence in America is done by black folks killing black folks. As far as 60% of the total homicides is black folks killing black folks. So how can you go back to say, and to be so, why do these politicians gaslight us about all these mass shootings and to be afraid of white supremacists and white, like I said, these little sets or you know what I'm saying, guerrilla type warfare motherfuckers out here with these little militias? Why do they try to warn us of that when the real issue is at home? You know what I'm saying? Why do they ignore the bigger issue and then they try to point the finger? As far as these Democrats and these left, the first thing they try to point at when they talk about guns is mass shootings, hate, hate crimes, shit like this. When that's not even the biggest issue in America plaguing as far as gun violence goes. It is not cops killing black folks, unarmed black folks. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. So that's one of my biggest things. Like, Like, we got to get that shit together as a people. We got to, they never want to talk about the biggest issue that's plaguing the black community. That's all I'm saying. This fire fuck out here. This nigga fucking me. North Carolina. Right now I'm in Colorado, man. Colorado. But I'm from North Carolina. I'm from the States. I'm from the States, and I'm taking a huge issue with gun violence and the gun culture that's rampant in the black community of America and in the urban cities of America. And yeah, I just, like I said, people, when you hear a lot of these motherfuckers online, it just made me think how, like, niggas be online talking tough, talking greasy, everybody, but most niggas is pussies out here. They were quick to grab a gun. That's just facts. Like, niggas is not wanting that real smoke out here in America, nigga. The male has turned into a fucking coward. Point blank period, man. The male status, the male, whatever authority has turned into a coward, man. Like, tucking his tail ass, fucking coward, nigga. Don't want no red. The easiest thing to be, like I said, is to grab a gun. They're scared of any type of male-to-male conflict. Their ability to resolve conflicts is fucked. Most of these niggas raised like bitches, raised around women all day. So they all, angry. Every time a man talks to them, they, in just a stern voice, they're fearful, or you know what I'm saying? They just don't know how to have a back and forth banter with men. And manhood is at an all-time low in America today, man. It's at an all-time low. Like I said, 60% of all firearm homicides black people account for. Black Americans account for 60% of firearm homicides each year, man. Like, that's staggering, dude. That's staggering. It's disheartening. It's sad. And that's why I feel how I feel about black folks. Like, my own kind. You really got to have that gun with a lot of folks. And like I said, if white folks, they know white folks can walk through the hood and won't have a hair on their chin harmed. For the most part. For the most part. Like it's just fucked up how we view each other as people. Gun controls the industry. Yeah, I feel like the infatuation with gangsterism is really just trying to get your power back for a lot of these young black males. A lot of these young black males, that fake gangsterism is trying to get that power back that they didn't have as a youth. The mom was slapping them the fuck around, probably had family members mistreating them, abusing them. Only power they can have is being a shooter in a lot of these communities, man. That make them feel like they're, got a badge of honor or some type of shit in the hood, a shitty ass badge of honor. Like they got these stripes, as they say, man. And it's really funny, to me, like just the culture, the subculture of black folks in America is really funny. You think they'd be liberated by trying to better themselves, maybe forgive, work on your own life and get better in a lot of areas. But a lot of folks, if it isn't a couple avenues, sports, shit like that, schools, if shit don't open up as an avenue for them, a lot of people have no direction. So you know what I'm saying, that a lot of these ghetto hood babies, single mama raised motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, like they turn to the streets because that's the one place where they feel like they can get some type of love, respect. As I said, the gun culture. If you're willing to hurt somebody or pull a gun, shoot at somebody, then that's like a badge of honor, in the black community and a lot of places in America. So, like they said, these Julio Fulio, I call it Julio Fulio ass niggas, man. Like live a life to try to hurt another black nigga, man. Julio Fulio ass niggas, bro. No, man. Like I said, be ready to go to jail and be a fag. Live a life of a demonic life, trying to tear everybody else down. Shit, succubus, just low life, low energy ass motherfuckers. Like I said, you look at some of these demons' eyes, as they say, demon time, man. They soulless. They like they have no conscience, no sense. Like they've been, their whole soul's been washed from their bodies, and a lot of times they're looking like dead on the inside. So I can only imagine how a lot of these, young men grew up. Like Lord knows, I can only imagine. But I'm here to speak up for it. Like I said, a lot of them folks, they don't know how to eloquent and talk, and and voice their opinion as to what they feel like is going on in this country with black folks. But like I said, it's a whole gambit of motherfucking issues. From gangs to fake gangsters to niggas having no direction except for the streets, trying to slang their little bit of whatever, trap their little bit of whatever. Feel like they, that puts them in a position, they might get into rapping, that pipe dream. Maybe they'll find some type of local success with that, or regional success with that. But a lot of times, man, people don't have skills to pay the bills, man. They weren't put into positions where they, can fall into a job or have anybody that can hire them on, family wise, businesses and whatnot. But yeah, I feel like the fake gangster shit is played out, man, in America. We are, as a black folks, I'm tired of that shit. As a black man in America, I'm tired of hearing about all this drill music and fake gangster shit, and that shit is just played out. You know what I'm saying? Gun violence, that shit played out. You know what I'm saying? We can't figure shit out on our own, man. Like, I'm tired of damn pointing fingers at the white man about black people problems. Like, that shit gets old. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't take the same energy or the same animus with self-inflicted genocide and black on black crime as they do with all this cop killing and racial shit. That shit get the headline. That shit get the attention in the eyes. But it's way more of a occurrence of a Pookie killing Ray Ray than it is with these motherfucking officer-involved shootings and whatnot. Justified or unjustified. It's way more occurrences of black people killing black people, man. And that's my biggest thing. The fake gangster shit gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? The putting on, trying to act like you tough, that shit gotta stop, man. Like, I'm sick of it. That's why I moved to Colorado. Like I said, I'm done with stupid ass niggas, man. I'm done with these hokey skokey ass dumb ass niggas of America, man. And the few bad outweigh the good, the many good. That's the problem with the black community too. It's not all bad. All black folks, you know what I'm saying? They ain't the ones causing the mischief and the mayhem, man. It's the few motherfuckers that fuck it up for the whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's really all it takes. You know what I'm saying? It's really all it takes. It don't take but much, Shit, take it. Yeah, too many mothers trying to raise men. But it don't take much, man. It take like I said, like the COVID, man. It take one little outbreak to spread. And that's how it is with these motherfucking degenerate black families. It's not a lot, it's starting to be too much, the single mama raised niggas. But that's my biggest issue as far as just black gun violence. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of pointing the finger at white men, always trying to gaslight folks, talking about some white supremacists is the biggest issue when it comes to gun violence and mass shootings. When it's not. The statistics don't say that. If you stop black people from killing black people, if you have that, or just if you could have that to 30%, come on, man. Imagine how safer the streets gonna be. Imagine how safer the streets would be if black folks just stop killing people half as much as they kill each other. You know what I'm saying? A quarter as much. You know what I'm saying? You taking, like I said, that's 60% of all firearm homicides in a year is black Americans dying. You know what I'm saying? Like, golly, like, we can't expect to stop it all. That's unrealistic. But Lord, imagine how safe this country would be if we did. And it was, if we did get to 20, if we got our numbers down to what white Americans are. Imagine, you know what I'm saying? Imagine how that shit would be as far as, not numbers, but the percentage. If we got our ratio down to the numbers that other ethnicities in America are, Hispanics, whatever, white, nigga, America will be a whole different country. As far as just, safety, as far as just issues like that, issues with safety, robberies, larceny, gun violence, gangsterism, gangs, mass shootings, all that shit. Appreciate it, man. You have a good one too, man. I appreciate you tapping in here for a little bit with me. Hit that like button on your way out, Edam. What's up with you? Single mothers don't raise men who can live without being in their feelings over petty arguments. Exactly. And exactly, Freeman. You hitting on real shit right there. And that's why we saw it so fucked up. Like, I used the Julio Fulios in the Young and Nations as the example, man. Like, these little ass niggas, man, ain't nothing about these niggas tough. Boy, a nigga use you as a toothpick in the prison. Julio Fulio ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, these niggas, they gotta resort to gun violence because they not men. They raised like pussies. Raised by bitches, I'm sure. don't know how to handle their business. Like I said, getting out of source, out of the smallest issue, no conflict resolution skills, just handling their issues like a female because they raised by one. And these are the type of ghetto babies that's out here running the streets. You know, where all these choppers and Dracos, the inner city issues with gun violence is played and it's rampant. That's when you get these type of niggas and these type of culture. So I feel sorry for the folks, you know, the kids born in Chicago and Philadelphia's and Jacksonville's and Miami's and all these places with guns, Charlotte, where it's, you know, it's teenagers and 20-year-olds and kids, you know, losing their lives early. Like, I feel for them. So it's like I speak out for it, man, because like I said, it's a damn shame the gun culture that runs rampant in America as far as for black folks. And how we love to flip that motherfucker to some type of racial issue to take the light off of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, we love to make gun violence a racial issue when, if you're talking about somebody being killed in America with guns, it's black folks at the highest percentage, crippling numbers. You know what I'm saying? As far as the ratio and the percentage compared to other races, crippling numbers. So, you know, let's kill that, man. Let's stop the cap. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said let's stop the cap, because it's not a white issue when it comes to gun violence. You know what I'm saying? When we think it's not a police issue when it comes to gun violence. Let's stop the cap. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the issues with gun violence and people dying in America with gun violence, it's a black issue in America. And that's my biggest thing I want to get it across to people with that's got all this racial idolatry blinders on and can't see it, you know what I'm saying? Shit, like I said, the forest from the trees and shit like that, as they say, but man, like it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Like, and unfortunately, it is ingrained in the culture where, like I said, like you said, Freeman, a lot of these niggas, the single mama niggas, was raised to be in their feelings. So we don't raise a culture of men that can make good judgment skills on the fly. When they get emotional, they turn to a weapon. They turn to something where they can end the conflict and get away. I don't want to talk. I'm scared. Like, they don't want to hear no man talking over them, giving them criticisms, accepting accountability for shit they might have did. You know, a nigga might step on a nigga might bump into a nigga car, but if you be like, if the nigga can, you know, you fucked up. That's how I mean, the black community, you might fuck up and do something. I've seen shit like this happen all the time. And if the person has some type of emotional take to it, or you know, has a natural emotional take to it because they've been offended. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the case may be, they might take a small offense to it, as opposed to being able to acknowledge you fucked up as the person. If that person comes at you in not a gracious energy, niggas will be mad, ready to fight and kill you. And this person could be in all the way fucking wrong. But if you don't, like, this that raised by bitch culture I've been talking about. If you don't talk to them niggas nice, if you don't talk to them like they mammy would, and little piece of shit mama would, you know what I'm saying, in the hood, the Beastie 100 mama with the goddamn cap on. If you don't talk to them nice, and it's nice and soft, them niggas will fly off the handle, even if they're wrong. Dead wrong. Motherfucker be dead, but that's how emotional and bitch raised these niggas is, man. I can't even acknowledge they fucked up. If you don't talk to them nice, you know what I'm saying? If you don't, they can fuck, like I said, do the worst shit to you. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? They do some, like I said, foul shit, fucked up shit, be drunk running to you, motherfucker, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Shit where they all the way out of line. And if you come in with the energy of how a normal person would react, was like offended, like, man, come on. They're gonna try to be like, man, they ain't not gonna be accountable for what they did. They're gonna want to fight you, want to hurt you. Clean my screen. I don't know. Shit, it might be fucked up. It's what it is. Sweating like a pig in this goddamn thing. Sweating like it might be my shit. It might be my lens might not be that good. But it is, man. Boy, this. But in my life, that shit in my nerves, hot in this bitch. But yeah, people, like I said, they don't know how to handle their conflicts in the black community, man. That's one of my biggest issues with black folks. The black community, we got to be able to handle our conflicts better, man. Got to be able to handle our conflicts better, man. We're dealing with one another, man. And accept accountability, man. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna talk to you like your mama, nigga. Like, these niggas be, like you said, so pussified and so bent out of shape. Like how if a man have a conversation, the man can't even talk to him without him being offended. because they ain't never had no man talk to them before and chastise them. They ain't had nothing but a bunch of bitches squawking at them their whole fucking life. Bunch of banshee, badass bitches squawking at their ass, nigga. So shit, when they hear that deep voice hit, and that deep voice hit them eardrums, that shit make their goddamn heart shake, and they be wanting to kill a nigga. They scared like a bitch. I said most of the niggas with guns, they bitches, man. If you got to use a gun to do your bidding, you a bitch, nigga. You fearful, nigga. That's how I look at it anyway. You know, I see if a niggas is coming at you, but to use a gun, switches, all this shit, stalking niggas, hiding in bushes, choppers, bro, that's the scariest culture ever. That's a bunch of mama raised scary niggas. You know what I'm saying? Go to war if you want to shoot a motherfucker. You know, help the country out. Go to war. You know what I'm saying? Build back the country. Do something positive. If you're a gun enthusiast, nigga. Niggas be out here fucking up the whole community, man. Cause you was raised like a bitch. You was raised like a bitch. Now you want to come around us and fuck the whole perception of black culture up. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of it. Personally, I'm sick of that shit. Scared to death, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like when niggas, it be funny when niggas talk shit and all this shit online or whatever. You hear people talking shit. I be like, man, you know it ain't nothing, but a nigga ain't gonna do nothing but go to a gun. You know, if you talking to a nigga online about anything where he's offended and he's talking greasy, it ain't about to be nothing with a gun. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is not about that. They ain't about it. Like, niggas, like, it's just free. They scared. Niggas is not about to throw these hands for nothing in America, man. Nothing. And that's why I don't fuck with a lot of this shit. I don't fuck with a lot of black men. Stay my ass out of the way. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Cause me personally, I beat your ass, nigga. Most niggas, bro, most niggas wouldn't want no smoke with a real man. Nigga that's 200 plus pounds. Most men, they out here ready to shoot. They ain't out here ready to be responsible, accountable, respectable, none of that shit. They being out here being disrespectful, obnoxious because they know they got a gun and they know they do some violent shit to a nigga because they a pussy coward. So that's how they had all this energy and all this, you know what I'm saying? Shit, they feel validated and shit like that and emboldened like that they really tough. Niggas ain't tough. 99.9% of niggas ain't tough, man. Go to jail, you be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas gotta have shanks and shit like that. Niggas is not men. Niggas gotta have weapons to do their bidding. They cowards. So yeah, like I said, I ain't about to be on here too long, but I just was thinking about that shit. I was thinking about it. I was like, man, cause some motherfuckers be on, you know, sometimes trolling and talking like shit. I be like, bro, most niggas in this world, and you see just shit in general, most niggas, even the people, the Julio niggas, look at them little scrawny niggas that killed him. Bro, you know in jail, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over with. You get to jail, that's why one of them like they was crying like a bitch. You like 18, bro. You know when you get to jail, there's no guns in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lucky enough, maybe you get a shank, but them niggas got shanks too. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you in there, it's damn near you gonna have some issues, some situations where it's mano y mano. Ain't no switches and guns where you can run to like a bitch. You know, like a mama raised bitch. You can't just point the gun and get out of situations, nigga. Cause that's what niggas do, man. The gun is the ultimate attitude adjuster and eraser, nigga. Niggas use the gun to get out of situations where they scared. You know what I'm saying? That's just real. And then they do stupid shit with guns, like rob people and hurt and kill and steal with the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Just stupid shit. You know, murder niggas, they, you know, most of the time it's probably beef that people know. You know, that's just the reality of crime in general. You know, most crime isn't random. It's normally some shit with some type of history or beef or drama attached to it. But yeah, man. Like, most gun violence is people that people know. You know what I'm saying? And are either robberies, gang violence, you know, shit like that, beef. But like I said, it's out of control. You know what I'm saying? At this point, it's out of control, man. And I'm tired of people trying to gaslight niggas and tell them it's a racial issue, shit like that. I'm sick of it. And that's just all I got to say about it, man. I'm just sick of that shit. It's the same old story. It's been the same old story for the longest. Goddamn motherfucker. It's been the same old story for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know when that shit's gonna ever switch. Get some air in this motherfucker. But man, we gotta get a grip, man. Like I said, these Julio pussy ass niggas, man, they only feel tough with guns, man. And he's just a a microcosm of the black community in America, man. You know, everybody's toting guns, toting choppers, you know, 130, 40 round clips, you know, Dracos, switches and shit. You know, we come with all type of unorthodox and creative ways to end another black man. You know what I'm saying? Shit's sick. Shit's really sick. We come with all type of motherfucking ways to end black men's lives. But white supremacy and mass gunmen and shit like that, and you know, all these motherfuckers, these, what they call, whatever the fuck, the Proud Boys and shit like that, dude, that's the people y'all really afraid of, the black people. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never had no Proud Boys come through the motherfucking hood, nigga, like stormtroopers and causing mayhem. It's niggas, it's gangs, Bloods, Crips, VDs, Vice Lords, all that shit, nigga. It's our own niggas, our own sets, niggas in your own hood. Them be the ones causing chaos. It's black and brown motherfuckers with guns. Point blank period, man. We can try to point a finger, but you really like trying to take the light away from what's the real issue, just like politicians are. They love to, like I said, do that so they can take the light away from the real issues that's plaguing black folks. Cause shit, they love to keep us down. You know, gun violence in the black community being 60% of all gun violence in America keeps black people down. It keeps black culture down. Point blank period. It puts us in a position where we fucked up and where we got to worry about ourselves, and we can't. You know what I'm saying? We can't even get past the starting gate. You know, with 60% of murders in America is black people killing black people, black deaths. You know what I'm saying? 60% of murders in America is black deaths. Like, you fucked up. You know, like, where can you go from that? You starting behind the 8 ball. Like, no other race has to deal with these type of numbers where you played by you're at a disproportionate chance of getting harmed in America by your own kind. Like, nobody got to deal with that type of shit. You know, and that's why I say stay away from your own kind. If you black man, stay away from your people. Go live in a country town, arm yourself, look for the cues and shit of motherfuckers stalking you, looking at you crazy. There's no body language, man, as a black person. No body language. Always show love, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever come at it with that bad energy with folks, but always protect your essence, man. Nobody else gonna protect you. You got one life. Take care of it. So I'd rather you look scary to walk on the other side of the road with a nigga than be fucked up, killed, and robbed. So a nigga, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? I moved to the other side of the goddamn shit. I wouldn't give a fuck. Like, until niggas start acting right, till niggas stop being little punk ass, mama raised, bitch ass boys, stay out the way. That's a TNP message, man. So, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in with me for this little chit chat, man. I ain't about to hold on too long. I'm gonna pop on a little later with it, man. But I'm tired of bitch ass niggas, man. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of this bitch ass mama raised culture, matriarchal culture. Like I said, I'm loving it out here in Colorado because I don't got to deal with no nigga, man. I look at their stats, and Mexicans have more murders in America, in Colorado, than blacks. You know what I'm saying? Whites is first, of course, because hell, ain't no niggas out here, but whites is first, Hispanics is next, and then blacks is very low. I'm like, man, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing. It's amazing when there's not a lot of niggas that niggas don't hurt each other. It's amazing how they can get the fuck along with not a lot of us together on top of each other, piled on top of each other, competing, hating, backbiting, motherfuckers trying to fuck each other hoes and backdoor each other. It's amazing how niggas don't have these type of same issues in these western cities, in some of these areas as they do on the East Coast, Chicago, Charlotte, all the East Coast, up and down. You know what I'm saying? You did Philadelphia, Florida. It's funny how gun violence is way more rampant out there than it is over here in Colorado and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's no coincidence. It ain't a lot of niggas out here. Niggas ain't piled on top of each other, backbiting, hating, crab in the bucket, fucking nigga hole. You know what I'm saying? You know the dig? So, yeah, nigga, like I said, gun culture is raised off of mama raised bitch boys, nigga. Scared to put these motherfuckers up, scared to talk, scared to have a conversation like a man. You know what I'm saying? Just scared. So they'd rather do 100 years getting fucked in the ass in jail than never goddamn, be a man. That's good. But yeah, like I said, niggas would rather live like that. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather have their pride and ego and be in jail getting fucked, goddamn by a hoe like a little bitch, getting turned out, nigga, than be free and walk away and be a man and have conflict resolutions and don't pull no gun out of nigga. Walk away. Pride and ego, you'd rather be in a cell for the rest of your motherfucking life than walk away. And I guess maybe you feel like you got punked. Fuck them. Ego and pride is too high in the black community. Nigga, can't nobody let the next man slide ever. And that's a big issue to me too, man. You gotta let people give people some grace in the black community, nigga. I don't know if we heard of that word, but come on, give each other grace. Because really, when you're taking another black person's life, you're really saying all you gotta say about how you feel about yourself. You telling on yourself. You don't value your own community, you don't value your own people, you look at each other as fucking ops. And that's how I feel, man. That's how I motherfucking feel. Big ups, Freeman, man. I appreciate you tuning in, man. Like I said, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in with your boy. I got another live a little bit later. Hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Throw your boy a little donation on that cash app. Appreciate y'all tuning in. It's a hot day out here in Colorado, but I'm drinking this water, staying fit, getting in shape. And I appreciate y'all tuning in with your boy, man.